Hey everybody, welcome back to the Wolf Pit with another episode of What Are We Eating? Today we're having a spicy chili throwdown with 3 of the hottest chilies I could find. If you, the people, know of any other spicy chilies you'd like to see me try, let me know in the comments. Starting off with a 14.7 ounce can of Campbell's chunky, hot and spicy chili with beans that cost $2.42. Which out of 108 ratings received 4.2 stars out of 5. Here's the list of ingredients. And there's actually real meat in this, along with soy protein concentrate. I know it's a cost issue, but why can't we have any kind of processed food without soy in it? I'm asking for a friend. Does soy make man boobs grow? Also known as moobs? The whole can of Campbell's chunky, hot and spicy chili has 480 calories, 17 grams of total fat, 7 grams of saturated fat, a half a gram of trans fat, 50 milligrams of cholesterol, 1,530 milligrams of sodium, 53 grams of carbohydrates, 13 grams of fiber, 10 grams of sugars, and 28 grams of protein. So let's get our Campbell's chunky, hot and spicy chili out of the can and into a pan. Listen to that. Out of the can and into a pan. I'm a poet and didn't even know it. Now that chili looks a little bit redder than normal, but it doesn't look too bad at all. Throw onto the stovetop to heat it up until it's thoroughly heated through. Now here's our piping hot steaming can of chili. So we gave it a good mix. And they got a big old spoonful. And then into the old pie hole and down the gullet it went. And you guys know me, I don't like really spicy food. And this chili was absolutely delicious for canned chili. It's definitely not your homemade chili, but in a pinch this chili would be good. It's got great flavor, a good moderate spice, which I don't think would be too spicy for anyone. Now I like beans in my chili, but the one and only complaint I have about this Campbell's chunky hot and spicy chili is the bean to meat ratio. It's almost like a can of beans with a touch of meat, but good seasonings and spice. I mean, you could almost call it a vegetarian chili. It's good chili, but I want more meat in my chili, which is why I'm giving Campbell's chunky hot and spicy chili a 5 out of 10.
Yeah, Larry, if you knew anything about chili, you would know that real chili doesn't have beans in it.
Yes, Scooter, I've heard that before, but I enjoy the fake chili with beans. But thank you very much for participating and your insight to chili. Now let's go over the 15-ounce can of Stag 100% natural dynamite hot chili with beans that's ignited by habanero peppers and cost $2.78 a can. And received 4.1 stars out of 5 out of 350 ratings. Here's the list of ingredients, and the Stag chili is nothing but beef and pork, and there's absolutely no soy in this. Imagine that! Why can't all these other companies be like Stag chili? The whole can of Stag Dynamite chili has 680 calories, 32 grams of total fat, 12 grams of saturated fat, 70 milligrams of cholesterol, 1,680 milligrams of sodium, 66 grams of carbohydrates, 14 grams of fiber, 20 grams of sugars, and 32 grams of protein. Now let's get our Stag chili out of the can and into a pan, and then get it thoroughly heated. And that actually looks pretty decent and not nearly as red as the Campbell's chunky chili. Now here's our pan of piping hot Stag chili. So we give it a mix. We got a big old spoonful. And then say it with me, people. Into the old pie hole and down the gullet it goes. And I didn't catch on to this until I took my first bite. If you look at it, there's not nearly as many beans as there are in Campbell's chunky chili, because this chili is loaded with meat. And it doesn't taste like you're chewing on a moist mattress in a nursing home. It tastes and feels like real meat. And speaking of taste, this chili is really well seasoned with a good spicy bite to it. A little bit spicy, which to me, it's not nearly spicy enough to be called dynamite hot. And to me, that's a good thing because I don't like really spicy foods. I really like this chili, and I would absolutely buy it again just to have on hand when I didn't feel like making chili. And I'm giving Stag Dynamite Hot Chili a 9 out of 10. Now last but not least, the 15-ounce can of Hormel Ghost Pepper, the world's hottest chili with beans, that costs $2.98. And out of only 6 ratings, received 3 stars out of 5. Here's the list of ingredients. And not only does it contain beef and pork, but it also contains textured soy flour, also known as TVP. Stop adding this garbage to our foods. If one manufacturer can make chili with beef and pork only, why can't all of them? The whole can of Hormel's Ghost Reaper chili has 600 calories, 22 grams of total fat, 7 grams of saturated fat, no trans fat, 50 milligrams of cholesterol, 1,980 milligrams of sodium, 70 grams of carbohydrates, 18 grams of fiber, 10 grams of sugars, and 32 grams of protein. Now let's get our Hormel Ghost Reaper chili out of the can and into the pan, and then get it thoroughly heated. And that right there is some super thick chili. Now here's our Hormel Ghost Reaper chili after being thoroughly heated, and it looks like pork and beans or baked beans. So we got a big old spoonful, and then into the old pie hole and down the gullet it went. And as soon as that hit my pie hole, there was not a chance I was swallowing that, because I did not want to face the repercussions of the ring of fire the following day. Because not only was it extremely spicy, but it tasted like ass. Verlissa thought it was a good idea to try a spoonful herself, and that lasted longer in her mouth than I would have in an MMA fight. That nasty chili was hot tooied right into the trash can. In my opinion, the Hormel Ghost Reaper chili was nasty. It didn't have good flavor, the spice would kill a goat, and the overall initial taste and the final taste was absolutely terrible. Which is why I'm giving Hormel Ghost Reaper chili a 1 out of 10. Thank you all very much for watching. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.